All right, well, here we are in beautiful northern Colorado. There are mountains behind me, but you can't really see them because the van is in the way. This is kind of gonna be like a van tour for anybody who hasn't seen it, but also is gonna be showing people who might potentially wanna buy the van what it looks like. So we're gonna be listing it pretty soon. We've kind of went on our road trip for a long time and then are wanting to settle down here in Colorado. And so we're gonna be listing the van soon and trying to sell it. All right, so let's talk about the vehicle itself. We bought it as a cargo van. It was apparently a military spy van of some kind in Texas. And so I don't know what agency it was used for. The reason why we bought it used as a cargo van from some kind of government agency was because the vehicle maintenance was fantastic. The government, if you know anything about them, their vehicles that they take care of get routine, good maintenance, and everything on this vehicle is just spotless. I've changed the oil every 4,000 miles, even on our road trips. And so, you know, vehicle maintenance is perfect. But this is a extended high roof Ford Transit. So it's about the biggest Ford Transit you can buy. It is the biggest Ford Transit you can buy. The only step up from this would be if you bought a dually, which we didn't want for a number of reasons. But it's a 350. It's got a gigantic 350 engine in it, just like an F350. Super reliable. We've had zero issues. It's a 2017. The amazing thing to me is that right now, you know, it says we're getting about 16.8 miles to the gallon. So for an RV, I mean, you're just not gonna find anything that gets better gas mileage than that. Even right now when gas is so expensive, it gets incredible gas mileage for the size of the vehicle and what you get. I think before we put like the bed and the cabinets and everything in it, it was 90 square feet, I believe, on the inside. And so it's a small space, but you know, we easily fit 2 people and a dog in it. So let me show you the inside. All right, so the front up here is totally stock. We have a driving camera that would catch any accidents or anything that could happen. There's also a ton of storage up top that just normally comes with the Transit. And then, you know, we really didn't touch anything. We really want it to be pretty stealthy. I'll go around here to the front. If you're looking in from the front, you can't tell what's going on back there because we have curtains that we installed. There's no light that leaks out. It's super stealthy. So you can just park about anywhere. And then starting here, we have a shower. I'll pull the shower curtain back for you. We have some nice hexagon tiles up there, and then we have something called slate light in there, which is a, you know, watertight material that we use. It looks like slate. It's very nice. Also on the inside we have waterproof wood on the bottom that keeps your feet out of the water. We have the shower curtain that you saw on the outside and the toilet. This is a Thetford automatic flushing toilet. So you just press this button and it flushes for you. Just a pretty normal shower head, shower faucet. So this back wall is black and you've also got some tile. Again, here's the view from the shower from the outside. Got some Fabuloso down there. Then when you step up in the van, this is what it looks like. Right now we've got the van's lights going, which are those ones back there. If I turn the van's lights off, that's what it looks like in here. Plenty of light. We have overhead puck lights, which you can see right there. And then we also have some fairy lights strung up, which you can totally move. Those are battery powered. The light switch for the lights is right over here on our backsplash. So if I turn that off, this is what it looks like with just the fairy lights. It's very cozy. Doesn't matter if it's summertime or wintertime, it's very cozy. Also, we have very nice laminate, waterproof, pet-proof flooring. a runner rug right down there to give us some looks. We have a bench area right here that's storage. Then our kitchen area, we have 3 drawers, a big cabinet, a farmhouse kind of sink, Clorox because I was just cleaning in here. You have 1 outlet with 2 receptacles there, another one there. This right here is our water pump, which is awesome. Then you have 5 USBs back there, which we use to run cables for our phones to charge at night. Down there we have our dogs area. That's a 2 foot by 4 foot dog crate basically. Additionally, we have this kind of cargo net that we set up for her that keeps her in there. On slant right now, so these drawers are coming open, but they're latched with baby latches to stop them from swinging open. I also recently changed the hinges to 400-pound hinges because they just were not sturdy enough in my opinion. Also, we have the under sink area, lots of supplies that I use to work on the van recently. That's your jerry can where the sink empties into. That's a 5-gallon. For us, we had to empty it probably every couple of weeks. The shower drains into a gray/black water tank, whatever you want to call it, that's 23 gallons. Under our little bench area here, we have a bunch of storage. We kept shoes and dog stuff down there, and there's where the fridge plugs in. The fridge runs on AC and DC. And then here's our Dometic fridge freezer. Perfect for like a couple weeks worth of food probably. As you've probably already seen, this is our bed area. That's a full-size bed. You could change some things around in here and put a queen-size bed if you needed to. I'm 5'11", my wife is 5'2", so you know, we could easily both fit on that pretty comfortably, and our dog would get up sometimes. So, you know, family of 3 maybe can fit in it. Also, just so you can see kind of me standing in here, I can easily walk full standing straight up, even at the lowest point of the ceiling, which is the air conditioner right here. And again, I said I'm 5'11". If I step up here and just have the tongue and groove above me, I've got a good amount of space. You could probably fit in here pretty easily if you're 6 foot, but so tons of storage up here. All of them have latches on them, and I can give you all the extra latches we have in case somebody wants that. This is where my wife would keep some clothes and some makeup stuff, and between that one and all of these other ones and their soft close hinges, we were able to store everything that we needed, all of our clothes. You know, we did cut back on some clothes when we moved in here, but we had plenty of room to fit just about everything. Soft close hinges on all these. And I hand built all these, and they're super sturdy. They support 400 pounds each in each cabinet, so tons of space. Also, one thing, if you don't have a dog, you could totally retrofit that or use it for storage or throw you know, luggage or something in there. Back here, if you're looking from the bed area, this is kind of your view. Over here we have this curtain. This is used for more storage in between the shower and kitchen area. If you're in bed, this would be kind of your view.
And this is the point of the video where my mic stops working, so we're gonna do a voiceover. So here at this point of the video, I'm gonna try and wrap it up. This is just your view from the bed. Here's me showing the Dometic Brisk Air 2. This is a high efficiency air conditioner. It is overkill for this space. We got it because we originally live in Texas, and so it can get scorching hot. We have always loved it. It's always worked great for us. But it's a high efficiency unit, meaning it pulls less power. This was also installed by a licensed electrician and RV installer who did this professionally for us. We didn't do it ourselves. So great air conditioning unit. unit fantastically cold, to the point where sometimes in the summertime you're going to turn it off even if it's 115 degrees because you're too cold. Alright, if you're still with me in this video, thanks for sticking around. We're going to get in some tech stuff. This is the PepWave Transit Duo. This is a very expensive internet setup. This is the router that you can see in this clip. Also, with this internet setup, we have the Husky 7-in-1 antenna on the roof. What this allows you to do, as you can see in the video, is put 4 SIM cards in. So you can have an AT&T, a Verizon, a T-Mobile SIM card, whatever you want in there, so that you never lose coverage. Basically, with this thing and its capabilities, you can put up to 150 devices on it, and as long as you're like somewhat near a city or a cell tower, you will get great reception. Most of the time we had anywhere from 150 megabits per second to, you know, up to like 300 megabits per second if we were near a cell tower. You know, you're obviously going to get better latency and better speeds the closer you are to a cell tower. I could, you know, screw it into one of the wooden walls here, but we ended up keeping it loose because, as you can see, we have these little mobile antennas, so you can actually unplug this thing from the antenna that's on the roof and take it with you anywhere you want and have like truly mobile internet if you want to work from the beach or deep in the woods or something. Also, we have security cameras that are paired to the system. They're magnetic on the base, and so you can attach them to the outside of the van if you want to set a security camera up somewhere. It's totally wireless. Awesome setup. Okay, here's me just showing some of the paint in the van. The one thing I would change if I was going to continue living in the van is I would probably touch up the paint. We like it white, but I'm not sure what the new owners who are going to buy it will want. As you can see, there's just some scuffs to the paint in certain areas because we lived in the van for over a year. Some chips in the paint in different places. We could talk about that, negotiate somebody who wants to buy it, be willing to repaint it, or maybe take a couple $1,000s off the price, you know, if you want to repaint it yourself. Alright, just moving around the outside, going back here to the back area to show you everything. The van does have a tow package. It can tow up to 7,500 pounds. I've never towed anything that heavy before, but you're welcome to do it if you want. On the right side, this is kind of the garage area, us van lifers like to call it. On the right side is all your plumbing. You got a SureFlow water pump there, a 23-gallon clean water tank, and a 4-gallon water heater there that's electric. You need to run that on shore power. Over here on the left side, we have all of our electrical stuff. We have 2 100 watt-hour batteries. You have a inverter charger, so you can charge your batteries with shore power with that. You have the MTTP, which is basically the brain of the operation. That takes power from your solar and from the vehicle's alternator to power the batteries. Lots of storage back here in the back. We have a camp stove back there that you can't really see. Different things hung up there on the wall, our big sturdy extension cord. This is just a box that we had attached that has some odds and ends, fire extinguisher. Okay, so just shutting this door, moving around to the left side of the vehicle. Not much to see over here, but did want to show you we just replaced all 4 tires in the spare. These are very expensive all-season tires. They've got a 40,000 mile warranty on them, so if they don't make it to 40,000 miles, Discount Tire will replace them for free. They are all-season. They've got a ton of tread on them. They've been driven about 600 miles, so of the 40,000, you've got plenty of miles left on them. Also, we recently had a mechanic friend of ours replace the brakes and actually upgrade the brakes and rotors so that they'll last longer and the braking is better, just because it's a heavy vehicle. Wanted to make sure the brakes were perfect on it. Here's the front part as well. And just stepping up here, want to show you the top a little bit. If we can. The top has the solar panels on it, the bathroom vent that you can see right next to the solar panels. Also, the Dometic air conditioner is on top that you can see, as well as that Husky in the very back. That's the 7-in-1 antenna. It's 5G, so it can hook up to new 5G towers as they come online and get super fast internet.
Okay, so just wanted to do a little recap. New day. So sorry my mic died on the other video. Didn't want to end it with a voiceover, and so let me just recap everything, because this is like a big decision to buy a vehicle like this if you're going to purchase it from us. So if you're still here and still interested in purchasing it, thanks for sticking in. I just wanted to recap and summarize everything. So we lived in this thing for a year. It's got everything you need to live. It's got a shower, it's got a fridge and freezer, depending on what you want it to be. It's got a toilet, a sink, it's got clean water. You know, you can do everything you need in it. It's got air conditioning, it's got an internet setup. Like I said, the internet setup is way overkill for most people's needs. You can put 150 people on this internet setup, 150 devices. Really what it's meant for is like a triage center or a mobile command center for like a police department if they needed it. It's overkill, and it'll do everything you need it to do. Me and my wife both worked full-time, our professional careers, took Zoom meetings, did calls. I actually use voice over internet, so you need really good internet for that, so calls don't drop. And the internet setup just always worked perfectly. About the shower, to be totally honest, I took one shower in it. It was when we were in Yosemite, which was an amazing experience. But generally, when we were on the road, we would prefer to go work out at a gym and shower there. So the shower hasn't been used much. Also, let's talk about the electrical on the vehicle. Technically, depending on how you want to look at it, the vehicle has 4 different ways to get power. You can drive the vehicle and charge the batteries inside with the alternator. There's also solar power that charges the batteries. Also, our inverter inside is an inverter charger. So what that means is you can use the inverter to invert everything and power everything like normal, but also when you're plugged into shore power, which we have shore power, it's a 30 amp power hookup. When you're plugged into shore power, the inverter charger will charge your batteries with shore power. Also, you could hook up a generator to that shore power as well. So shore power, you could use a generator. We've got solar on it, and the alternator powers everything while you're driving, of course, or while you have the van on. We've never like idled with it or anything. We've just always, you know, charged with the alternator while we were driving to a destination. So you've got 4 different ways to power the van. It's just a great setup. The van really never let us down. We've always had great experiences, and we're just hoping to give the van to somebody else and sell it to somebody else who will enjoy it. Again, use cases, you know, if you want to live in it, you totally could. If you are one person traveling alone, or maybe 2 people, maybe with a dog or a baby, I could see that totally working out. Also, a lot of people are renting out RVs like this, you know, for maybe like $300 or more a night on sites like Outdoorsy. So, you know, if you're here in Colorado or in California, you could probably buy this vehicle and make some good money with it if you wanted to. Do whatever you want with it. We'll list this vehicle on a few different sites. You might see this video coming from one of those, but thanks for listening, and hope you enjoyed.